beyond and ahead of you.
IPOB, the indigenous peoples of Biafra, have made it into some kind of policy that they intend to attack as a first step.
No, they don't intend to attack.
They already did one. They already did one. Senator, they did one already.
Oh, well, is that what you mean? No, what they said is that...
No, where I'm going is this.
Yeah,
no, where I'm going is this.
Let me get where you're going.
Yes, they said that even though they did the first before they now announced it as a policy, maybe in order to keep the element of surprise, they attacked Deputy Senate President, your colleague, Ike Ekweremadu, in Nuremberg, in Germany. And then after that, they then said they were going to attack all, publicly humiliate all Southeastern leaders. And then, of course, Nigerian leaders. They threatened to go after the president during his visit to Japan for Ticket 7. But those who have been watching this point out a certain irony. The leadership of IPOB, the leader of IPOB, is said to owe his freedom today to you, Senator Ekweremadu, and a couple of others like that. So what went wrong that they now think you are part of the problem?
I don't think that is the best way to look at it. We start from the basis. What have been their grouse? Their grouse is what I had said earlier, which is we see a situation where in the same country there are bifurcated treatments for the same citizens. And so, if you're from the Southeast, first, you're denied access to national resources. Secondly, the Southeast is a zone that is under siege by all the security formations in this country.
Well, the reason they give is that the solution that IPOB has tried to implement was to secede.
No, I'm coming. The siege was there before IPOB.
How so?
From any time that you can go back from the end of the Civil War till today, if you go from the town of Onitsha to Owerri and go from the town of Owerri to Aba, you will get not less than 140 police checkpoints. Every 1 kilometer, there's a police checkpoint. What do? They're not checking for security. They are simply extorting money from commuters on the road, from bus drivers, KK drivers, almost. People pay to be posted to the Southeast. And you leave the Southeast and you're driving all the way to the rest of the country. You don't see the same type of intense policing, let's put it that way. So the question you will ask yourself is, why are we different? Or why are we treated differently? That happened a long time before the question of IPOB came. They didn't bring people because of IPOB. It is the fact that all these things had happened, that there was a deliberate policy to cripple all the ports in the Southeast region, Port Harcourt, Calabar, Warri, all those ones. None of them is working. You will have to take everything to Lagos. And so you're an importer in Onitsha. You must go to Lagos. The shortest one to you is Warri, actually, before even Port Harcourt, One, all those ones. Why? You can't have a ship pass through there. Why? No dredging. Why is there no dredging? Federal government policy, no contracts for it. So you ask yourself, if this is like this way, then that means that there is a deliberate policy to keep us down or something. And so, what is the reaction? Two ways. You appeal or you fight. And so, you have two sets of people in the Southeast now. Those who want to, let's continue talking, let's see how we can resolve this issue. And then those who say, no, we're already down and out. What else does it take? Let us all die. And, the federal government just turns a blind eye. And I continue to say, and I have sat on the floor of the Senate and I've said it, why has this federal government not ever opened their mouth to say that the herdsmen are terrorists? Why? Why would this federal government not ever agree that all those people who are carrying AK-47s are killing people are terrorists? Yet, it was so easy to quickly go to court to get an injunction and declare IPOB terrorists. That means that in the mindset of those who are running this country today, they see some people as their enemies. They have not come out of the Civil War. 50-something years later, they are still fighting the Civil War. And so what they do today is that they come and call us. I'm a politician. I'm one of those who are seen as, and say, oh, don't worry. If you just be with us, we will make you president. And they think they are talking to fools. And they tell us, oh, don't worry. This is time for Igbo president. No Igbo man wants a president. What we want is that you restructure this country so that me and you, Ladi, we are seen as citizens. So that if I carry an AK-47, you jail me. It's not if I carry a flag, you jail me, and then I carry an AK-47, you say, leave him, he's our brother coming from Burkina Faso. How can that be?
But you haven't touched on what I said.
And what is that?
About IPOB.
I have touched on IPOB, and I've told you the underpilling.
Why do they think that you are now part of the problem?
The reason really,
the
reason really is that they look at me, they look at Ekweremadu, they look at all of us, and they say, but you people are sitting down there. Because there are also young people who believe that you should do the fight. And not that there are other ways of engaging in this. We are not as young as they are. Most of us have crossed 60, and so we believe that you should talk. Quite all right. So you could understand their frustration, because what they will feel is that, you have talked for too long at every point, and they will tell them, no, understand it. 4 years is not an eternity. So we will have to continue to do these engagements, let me put it that way.
But from what you've said, the political calculus, I've spoken to quite a number of people, and the political calculus is said to now favor the Southeast.
It's not true. Not true. It's nothing but...
If as the political alignments are,
yes,
and they have been since 1999.
Yes.
The South-South, the Southwest have each had a president.
Yes.
The Northwest has had a president. And now, if you take it beyond the geopolitical zones and you talk of simply North and South, it started in the South, it's gone to the North, it's come back to the South, it's gone to the North, and by 2023 it's supposed to come back to the South. In this chair you are sitting, Chief Edwin Clark, Chief John Wodo, have all said that in the case of Chief Clark, he was clear that there's no contesting it. Morality, justice, and even politics dictate that it is the turn of the Southeast. So when you say, as the most senior ranking Southeasterner in the government structure today, that that's not true, many people will be taken aback.
Yeah, I'll have a very simple answer to that. If somebody cannot let you be his gate man, how is he going to give you the keys to his house to come and live in the house? And I've just pointed out to you, show me that one person in this present government of APC, apart from statutory people, who is in this government. Show me one. Statutory ministers. Of course, you must have ministers. That is what the Constitution, tell me which other person. They have SGF, they have this, they have E, they have A, they have all those ones. They never let any person from the Southeast get near. And then they will tell the Southeasterner, oh, this and that they will get there. How are you going to get there? And I continue to reiterate, and I ask everybody in APC, if you don't let me be your gate man, how can you give me the key to your house? Because if you want me to be president, that means you're going to bring me in. I'm going to be part of what you do. I'm going to have a role in your government. So if you're a minister, you don't see the president except you go through the chief of staff. Is that not what we are told? Or you write your memo and it goes through the secretary to government. So where do you get in? Where? Yet we have top people. We had former Senate presidents and all that who are part of the APC, yet they are nowhere to be found. And so if somebody, by his demeanor, by his action, does not let you even smell the seat of government, and then the man tells you, don't worry, in 4 years' time, I'm going to give it to you. How will you believe him? That means you're not thinking. So, and that's why I'm saying that those of us who have seen all this, we are saying, it really doesn't matter what you tell me. Because what you tell me is not what is happening. We want that we do devolution of powers, we change the revenue formula, we make sure that part of the revenue formula is, the criteria is changed so that you can move things away. That population plays a part and no longer land mass and all that. Those are the things that we need to do for us to know that we are having a viable union.
Senator Abaribe, thank you
My
so
pleasure.
much. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.